Everybody hear me? Alright. I say that worms are edible. You say, kid, incredible, but robins eat them every day. Smack their beaks and shout, hooray. Heck, fish eat them all the time. That's how we catch them on the line. And that's why I'm not crying, because that bully Mike McCrae made me eat 5 in science class today.
Shit.
There was something living under Terrence's bed. Not monsters, but dust bunnies, and they are well fed. You see, Terrence keeps a messy room, which is good for dust bunnies, because dust bunnies are allergic to brooms. You see, dust bunnies aren't born so much as they're rolled up of hair and lint and other small stuff. They sleep in corners and awake at dusk, and while Terrence sleeps, they graze on dust. If caught in the light, they play dead and roll out of sight when you turn your head. These happenings make people clean, so they are timid creatures and rarely seen. And all was milk and honey for the dust bunnies living in Terrence's messy room, until a knock on the door and some well-placed words spelled certain doom for the unwitting herd. And quick as he came, the salesman left. Terrence's mom had written the check. He left behind one slick machine, a Ma McGregor big bagger, model number 14. He awoke in a flash, his friends rushing past. Such noise! You see, he was too fat. Last week he rolled up a tack, and as dust bunnies are what they eat, his new name was Fat Tack, and he hadn't much like that, so he hadn't rolled round to round out. And then it was silent. And in the quiet it occurred to him that it didn't much matter what he was called when there was no one to call him. So he shook and he cried in his nook in the wall then. Whew! Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again. Now, if Humpty Dumpty was really an egg, as he's often been portrayed, then why are all the king's horses and all the king's men busy putting Humpty together again when somewhere out there there's a 1-ton hen? We're changing gears. This one's called Beer Enema. The journey of beer can start where it ends. Instead of blood in your stool, your colon gets cleansed. The end. Down the same path. Do you guys remember that guy who got fucked to death by a horse in Enumclaw?
Yeah.
All right.
Of course.
Context. There once was a man from Enumclaw who liked his horse penis raw. So he hopped the fence, but the horse was immense. And now he's a corpse in the straw. We're doing it again. She said, there's bourbon in your coffee. I said, I don't know why it's there. She said, do you drink a lot? I said, I don't know why I'm here. She said, are you gonna finish them eggs? And I smiled. That's called Waitress. I wrote this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Really, I'm running out of stuff. Yeah, let's do this. Why not? I wrote this today. I was 21, chomping at the bit, vinegar and spit, kicking ass and taking names like I had a list. Like I had a list. Coming for blood like I was a phlebotomist. But time is sinister, it's linear. I got fatter, the jeans got skinnier, and somewhere along the way, I lost the drive like misplaced motorist. Yeah, okay. I think that's it.